First of all, how old are your daughters?
They're both, one's about to be 2 and one's about to be 4. They're very young.
What if
They just came out of me. They still smell.
I know, you're usually, this is the first time I've seen you not pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
But what happens if they want to be comedians? Would you want them to be comedians?
Would you want any of your progeny to be comedians? No.
It's a hard job.
It's a hard job because, like, now it's nice, but staying in those hotels, sleeping on those squishy ass mattresses in those comedy condos that are full of God knows what.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For women. And I think that's a big reason why a lot of women don't do stand-up, because of the road.
Yeah.
It's not getting up on stage that's hard. It's going on the road, getting in a car with all these different strangers, being in these cities by yourself, and walking back to your car at night. It's
traveling
really
before you make it. You're like, I was traveling alone. I didn't have anybody. I didn't have money to travel. You know, you travel alone a lot, and you stay in these horrible places, and it doesn't feel safe. But you love stand-up, though.
I do.
You did stand-up on your wedding night.
I did.
What does that mean? So you had a gig?
I got married at City Hall.
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't want to have a formal wedding, because I'm a stand-up comic, and I was like, I don't want to walk down an aisle for 60 seconds while people stare at me in silence.
Right.
That would give me PTSD.
Yes,
that would be very awkward.
Right.
But for other women, that sounds really exciting. To get into hair and makeup is really exciting.
Yeah.
But for me, I was like, that sounds like a nightmare. And so we just got married at City Hall, and then I also didn't want to torture my friends and make them be bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Have you been a bridesmaid ever?
No, that's cruel. I was once a long, long time ago. It is. I think it's mean to do that to women.
It's like being when people would ask me, "Do you want to be my bridesmaid?" I started to hear, "Do you want to be financially burdened? Do you want to spend like $150 on this bogus ass dress that you're never gonna wear again?
Yeah, right.
And spend a weekend with a bunch of BITC." Am I allowed to say?
You can say it, yeah.
Bitches that you don't know?
Right, yeah.
It's like there's always some weird cousin with braces who's socially awkward.
Right.
And then you're celebrating, and then they're like, here's a penis necklace. Here's a penis hat. Let's play like pin the penis on the penis. And I'm like, if I'm about to get married, I don't want to wear a penis candy necklace. I want a real penis. Right. That's not the penis I'm going to have forever. Right. You know?
I have to say that's the record number of the time someone has said penis within 60 seconds. That was, congratulations, you win a 65-inch TCL Roku TV. All right, so the book, it's very funny, and it's really sweet. It's for your girls, because your dad, tell the story.
Yeah, so after Baby Cobra, I had gotten offered a book deal, and I was like, I don't really have an idea. But then I remembered my dad had written me this letter that started with Dear Alexandra, that's my full real name, before he passed away. And it was sort of reflecting on our relationship, and it was really sweet. But it was short, and I wish that he had written more. And after he passed, it was too late to ask him all of these questions about who he was before he became my dad. And he grew up really poor, and I only knew him as this like successful anesthesiologist. But he overcame a lot of obstacles and failure, and I really wanted to talk a lot about that with him, especially at that time, but it was too late, and he had already passed away. And so, you know, with my girls, they only know me after I filmed those specials with them in utero. I put them to work right away.
Yes.
So they don't know everything that I went through to get to where I am, and I think it's really important.
But they're not going to be able to read it until they're older, because it's filthy dirty.
Yeah.
The name of the book is, it's Dear Girls. Everyone in the audience is getting a copy. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Andy. Ellen asked me to remind you to subscribe to her channel so you can see more awesome videos, like videos of me getting scared or saying embarrassing things, like ball peen hammer, and also some videos of Ellen and other celebrities, if you're into that sort of thing. Oh! God!